Maybe you're starting to picture what it might look like for you to be part of Safe Families for Children. That's great. Next, we're going to talk about what Safe Families volunteers do, and that gets determined by how you choose to get involved. There are four primary ways individuals and families can volunteer. You can be a family friend, resource friend, family coach, or host family. These roles all work together, forming a circle of support around each family. As a family friend, you can encourage and strengthen families facing crisis by helping in small but practical ways. If you can volunteer some time for transportation, babysitting, mentoring, or just encouragement, that means a lot to a parent who may be feeling isolated without support. Resource friends help provide tangible goods and services children and families need to get back on their feet. Maybe you have gently used furniture to donate, or you can provide a meal, diapers, cleaning supplies, gas cards, gift cards. And it's so encouraging to a parent to know they're not alone, and a little help can go a long way. And family coaches take that support a little deeper, showing up for a parent and walking alongside them through a hard time. If you're a good listener and a natural connector, consider volunteering this way to help a parent find community resources and meet their goals. The host family option is the most involved since the way you're helping actually takes place in your home. These volunteers are screened and trained to provide temporary care for children. Hosting arrangements could be weekends or during the day to help a family fill a gap in childcare, or it could be for a week or two, up to a few months. Each arrangement looks a little different depending on the family's needs. But your Safe Families coordinator would communicate all that up front so you'd know each time what you were agreeing to. Any way you can help is so needed and means everything to a family working hard to stay together.
I would describe Safe Families as an extended family. We have, family to rely on, and not everyone has that, so we can be that for someone else. And I think that speaks to everyone because everyone desires family. The process of becoming a Safe Families volunteer, we had background checks and fingerprinting. We felt equipped when we began because of those things. So, it was a guided process. And they answered a lot of questions that we had. And so we'll be contacted by a family coach, and they stop over a couple times a week sometimes, just checking in. Hey, how are you doing? How's the child doing? This is an update on, mom or dad, so you feel connected. You're never left out there wondering, what's going on. Or
there are so many different ways that even within Safe Families that we can be part of this beautiful mission. One beautiful thing is when someone starts to serve, it can create a ripple effect in that community. And a lot of people want to serve and just maybe don't know how or don't know where their place is. So there's a lot of different opportunities to be involved in really impacting somebody's life with this organization. The Lord has been so gracious to us, provided community for us so abundantly. The idea that we could then be a community for somebody that doesn't have what we have in terms of all of that support, that is so beautiful. I can't think of something more valuable and more important in life than just to offer support to people that need it.
If you're a volunteer who hosts a child in your home, keep this in mind. When families face challenges that lead them to Safe Families for help, even if it's short term, kids may not feel safe. Even when you're giving kids the security of your home, food to eat, and a warm bed to sleep in. You know they're safe in your home, but they don't. What's going to help them feel safe when they're away from home and family is connection to a home and family. And that's perhaps the single most important thing you can provide as a host. Often the connection you build with the family for the child continues long after the child returns home.
We always want to stay connected with the kids and their parents, whatever they're comfortable with. The ones who stayed close with us, it has been an awesome relationship. They have become part of our family. The kids are like grandkids to us, even the adults. Sometimes it's just going to the kids' birthday parties. Maybe if they live farther away and we can't get together all the time. Babysitting obviously is a very big one. Having them over at times, even picking kids up from school, taking them to school, and there's all kinds of ways that we can be continuing involvement in their lives.
And taking gifts to them at Christmas, recognizing their birthdays, including the parents' birthdays, taking them shopping, having just a play date. Hey, let's just meet at the park.
We texted often, and then frequently would have FaceTimes with Adrian and Talia. And that was one of his happiest times. Anytime, you want to call Mama, he was so excited to call Mama. And he would sit there and maybe play with Play-Doh or Chuck, but be talking to her. And he just loved that. He absolutely loved it. Safe Families helps moms and kids because it meets them where they're at. And I think that what it does is it tells her you're not alone. There's people here that care and love you and are going to be here for you and your family. It helps moms by just first and foremost telling them they're not alone and really showing that and living that. And I think finally it helps them because it's a program that does kind of facilitate a long-term relationship. It allows that to develop over time. It wasn't just somebody showed up for a moment, it's somebody's showing up for a lifetime.
When I found myself pregnant for the fourth time, I didn't have anyone to care for my 4-year-old son. So the first day, Makari went to stay with Lori and John. I felt really comfortable. She was able to pick him up from school, and she was on time, and it just made me feel really good that she had things planned out. She had things, and she sent me pictures. She texted me and let me know that he was okay and what he was doing at time. So I just felt really comfortable, and I felt very happy.
Safe, loved, and connected is what Safe Families is all about. If you're ready to take the next step, go to bethany.org/safefamilies or watch the next video in this series about the impact you can have as a Safe Families volunteer.